Hello and welcome to a daily dose of Satoshi's news. Today's date is Sunday, the 27th of April 2025, the year BSV comes alive. Branch your threads, expand your mind with treechat.ai. All your posts put on chain. Right, let's see what we got today. Some great articles coming out here. Look, the US government has known about Satoshi Nakamoto's identity for years. Could Bitcoin's creator be unveiled by a lawsuit? That's in the Daily Galaxy. And then we've got OKX saying OKX SG to stop deposit and trading of STX, CFX, NEO, BSV, and CSPR soon. And again, we know this is just simply all about the one token in there, BSV, but they just had to put a load of shitcoin tokens in there as well, just to sort of like try and cover it up. But that's really somebody got the call, and we know who from. Crypto Tweak's also weighing in on that point. I've got an article here from Cointelegraph saying SEC bids to drop security suit against Dragon Chain over a crypto ICO. Yeah, and that just happened to pump the same day that BSV pumped like the number one move in the charts, even though it's ranked like 900. It's a load of crap. Later saying SEC has approved a public launch date of April 30th for ProShares Trust XRP ETF. Look at that. It's almost like they've given up on Gradecoin now. It's like, right, the next PSYOP is XRP, like centralized shitcoin. Good grief. Got a post here from Craig that we'll go over. Some good questions here. People starting to wake up to the fiat currency fraud. So we'll play a few of those articles. And the fact that, Virginia Giuffre, they finally got her. Look, she died on the 25th of April. And they're blaming it on a suicide, but after a car accident that she was in. Right, good grief. We'll go over that. We've got some 365 days of Bitcoin history, and then that will be the end of the show. Right, let's get into it.
Greg says he's Satoshi, like a cowboy in the West, riding on the blockchain that they call the very best. 1 million strong, them transactions flying free. Just wait for the Terra node, you'll surely see.
All right, here we go. So from Daily Galaxy, the US government has known about Satoshi Nakamoto identity for years. Could Bitcoin's creator be unveiled by a lawsuit? So let's see what details they've got on here. And this was posted 25th of April. James Murphy, a lawyer with expertise in cryptocurrency, is now pushing for the Department of Homeland Security to release documents that could reveal the truth. I mean, why would they not just simply reveal the truth anyway? Because they'll be caught out as lying, because they don't want people to know that it's Craig Wright. The identity of Satoshi Nakamoto, the mysterious creator of Gradecoin, or genuine Bitcoin, has intrigued people for years, while their true identity remains unknown. Bullshit. A recent lawsuit has raised a bold claim the US government may have known who Satoshi Nakamoto is all along. The lawsuit that could unveil the mystery, James Murphy recently filed a legal claim against the DHS, alleging that the US government has been aware of Satoshi Nakamoto's identity for years. He's basing his case on the statement from Rhonda Saud, the DHS agent who claimed in 2019 that several of her colleagues had met with the creator of Bitcoin before 2019. Murphy insists that there must be official records of these meetings, and he is now demanding the release of any document related to them. According to Murphy, if the meeting truly occurred, there would be evidence to back up the assertion. You've got a Freedom of Information request. In an alleged meeting in 2019, Saud's statement about the meeting offers a compelling piece of the puzzle. According to Saud, in 2019, agents traveled to California and discovered that Satoshi Nakamoto was not a single person. Bullshit. But rather a group of at least 4 individuals. Absolute bullshit. Absolute bullshit. All chains of signatures lead back to the Genesis block and one single address. And the fact that there has to be common accountability. Can't be any association in here whatsoever. Everybody is an individual behind the wallet address. This revelation could be the key to unlocking the mystery of Nakamoto's identity and the origins of Bitcoin. The meeting allegedly took place well before 2019, which adds to the intrigue. If these claims are true, the government could hold crucial information that could finally put an end to years of speculation. The ongoing speculation about Nakamoto's identity. Over the years, many individuals have claimed to be Satoshi Nakamoto. Among them is Craig Wright. I had to drop that in there. An entrepreneur who has long asserted that he is the creator of Bitcoin. Wright, however, has never been able to prove definitive proof to support his claim. Bullshit. In 2024, the HBO documentary suggested that Peter Todd, a well-known developer, could be Nakamoto, but Todd immediately denied the accusation. Similarly, a London-based entrepreneur recently declared himself as Nakamoto. Oh, this is Stephen, whatever his name is. But once again, no convincing evidence surfaced to validate the assertion. Or was that Stephen Moeller? A ridiculous attempt there. The mystery surrounding Nakamoto has led to endless theories, but there have been no concrete proofs as to who the true creator is. The latest lawsuit has only added more fuel to the fire, reigniting debates about Nakamoto's true identity. The fact that the US government might know the truth only deepens fascination with this ongoing enigma. The financial impact of revealing Nakamoto's identity. If the US government were to confirm Satoshi Nakamoto's identity, it could have profound financial implications. Nakamoto is believed to control a vast fortune in Bitcoin, potentially worth $85 billion. If Nakamoto's identity were revealed, it could disrupt the cryptocurrency markets and affect global financial systems. Some speculate that Nakamoto's holdings are a significant reason why the mystery has remained unsolved for so long, with fears that a single entity controlling such a large amount of Bitcoin could destabilize the market. For now, James Murphy's lawsuit is an attempt to uncover the truth. If the Department of Homeland Security does indeed have knowledge about Nakamoto's identity, it might soon be forced to disclose the details. However, until government responds to the legal action, the mystery surrounding Satoshi Nakamoto continues to captivate the public. Does it really? More captivates Blockstream and their scams. That's really what it is. Can you imagine? A great coin is becoming absolutely mental. And look at this. So OKX says OKXSG to stop deposit and trading of STX, CFX, NEO, BSV, and CSPR soon. Dear oh dear. And this was just literally 24th of April. And they said here, trying to justify this, in order to maintain robust trading environment and optimal user experience, we conduct periodic reviews of all listed tokens. Following a recent review, we will be delisting the following 5 tokens that do not fulfill our listing criteria and their associated trading pairs. We will also suspend the deposit of these tokens. Affected tokens: STX, FCX, NEO, BSV, CSPR. Really? So what? They're saying that they don't fulfill their listing criteria. What an absolute load of shite. BS, delisting. We will delist the tokens and trading pairs mentioned above starting from 10 a.m. UTC 8 or +8 on 16th of May 2025. We advise you to cancel orders pertaining to these tokens and trading pairs before the delisting. Otherwise, the system will automatically cancel these orders. The cancellation may take 1 to 3 working days. Suspension of crypto deposit. We will suspend the deposit of the tokens mentioned above starting 10 a.m. UTC +8 on 16th of May 2025. Please refrain from depositing the affected tokens from the 16th 2025. Deposits of the affected tokens made on or after this date may not be automatically credited. If you still hold any affected tokens after the 16th of May 2025, you will find these under Portfolio app or My Asset website. Untradable assets. You can continue to withdraw your tokens thereafter. Oh, at least they're not confiscating them. Please manage your assets promptly. For any inquiries, please feel free to contact us via the support center. So I wonder. So it looks like they're not actually like confiscating them like they did back in 2019 to artificially suppress the price, because otherwise they'd have to steal all the tokens. Whereas in 2019 it was just simply delisting BSV. Now they're just trying to cover it up. This content is provided for informational purposes only. It is not intended to provide any investment, tax, or legal advice. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah. I remember I was looking at something earlier on today as well on that. They were just literally, I think it might have been this one. Crypto Tweak said, ironic that they claim their platform rely on blockchain technology, yet delisting the genuine Bitcoin with actual real scalable blockchain technology. It's a forced sell-off of BSV. Move your BSV out of OKX and into any BSV wallet. Drain their holdings of BSV. Yeah, absolutely is what you need to do that. Look at that. OKX is an innovative cryptocurrency exchange, a shitcoin exchange. With advanced financial services, we rely on blockchain technology to provide everything you need for wise trading and investment. Enjoy hundreds of tokens, except the genuine Bitcoin, and trading pairs. With OKX, you can join one of the leading crypto exchanges by trading volume. We're serving millions of you. They sponsor Formula One. We're serving millions of users in over 100 countries. We're providing a spot margin, expiry, options, perpetual futures trading, DeFi lending, and mining services. Good grief. The thing is, though, I'm sure they're just a white label exchange. That's what it looks like to me. But I mean, still, they're making that kind of income, like jeepers. But I mean, doing what they're doing is outrageous. Let's have a look at this one from Cointelegraph. SEC bids to drop security suit against Dragon Coin over crypto ICO. The Securities and Exchange Commission said in a joint stipulation with Dragon Coin that it wants to drop its lawsuit, citing the work of its crypto task force. The US Securities and Exchange Commission is looking to drop its unregistered securities lawsuit against blockchain firm Dragon Chain in the agency's latest crypto-related back down. So again, I mean, they call themselves Dragon Coin. Well, I mean, BSV, genuine Bitcoin, took on the Dragon logo, and then suddenly Dragon Coin comes out. What a load of crap. It's like Meta, and Facebook changing their name to Meta. Oh yeah, let's do that. We'll dilute the name Meta. Meta is to do with Metatron. The Archangel Scribe, the recorder. That's why they call it metadata. So the metanet is basically information that can't be deleted. So Meta's got nothing to do with the metaverse and Facebook and anything like that. They were just literally like, right, we need to create this buzz around Meta because there's going to be a metanet coming from BSV. So we'll just dilute the name in the same way that they had like Bitcoin Gold, Bitcoin Diamond, Bitcoin Platinum, Bitcoin Atomic, Bitcoin Private, Bitcoin Red, Yellow, Green, Orange, Purple. Honestly, it got absolutely ridiculous at some point. And it's all the same people. In a joint stipulation filed with Dragon Coin on April 24th in a Seattle federal court, the SEC said it believes the dismissal of this case is appropriate, really, citing the work of the agency's crypto task force in helping develop the regulatory framework for crypto assets. The commission and the defendants stipulate that this litigation be dismissed with prejudice and without cost or fees to either party. It's a very generous offer there. We know why they're doing it, though, because they need shitcoins to cover up the tracks about Bitcoin. They were like, at least we can maybe try and... It's the only one that might confuse the name with the logo that genuine Bitcoin was using, which was the dragon. That's all they're... Honestly, you can see right through it. And look at this latest. The SEC has approved public launch date, April 30th, for a ProShares Trust XRP ETF. It's almost like they're giving up on Grapecoin now. We'll just simply pump Grapecoin with Tether and mention no more about it. But we need something that's got trying to compete with BSV's utility. Quickly, let's launch an ETF for that. It's literally anything and everything. I wonder how much shit they can actually come up with. Because they're going to have to start getting really creative with the amount of shit they've already done, with the chains and then pumping BTC, and then you had all that palaver with like NFTs and all that, and like websites like, was it Ocean something or other? I mean, it's just honestly the amount of shit that they've done, that's all led to absolutely nothing, and shitcoiners still don't get it, because they're just simply holding their bags and hodling on for dear life, having no idea what they're really doing. Anyway, let's get on to this post from Craig. He says, maybe I had a secret machine in the basement humming away under the floorboards 15, 20 years ago. before the suits even learned to spell algorithm. Maybe I wired up some clandestine Neuralink to the back of my skull, dripping knowledge like a bad 4. Was that a bad Roman numeral 4? Soaking invigilated exams until they bled first class honours. Maybe I jacked into the cloud, rid the data stream like a junkie, rides the veins in his arms. Maybe every A, every high distinction was just the machine whispering sweet answers in my ear, while the world slept and drooled and dreamed of mediocre. Maybe. Or maybe I just learned to think before they even figured out what thinking was, before they learned to crawl across their glass screens and screech AI at anything with 2 syllables and subject verb object that didn't sound like it came out of a chatbot built by a halfwit. 3 doctorates, 30 masters, sit me down in a cold room, slap an invigilator behind my back. Yeah. Give me nothing but a pen and a clock ticking like a slow bomb. I'll write rings around their petty little heads until they whimper, and still they cry foul. They cry machine, as if the mind itself were a kind of cheating. Yeats AI, Tyson.ai, Kipling AI. God help them if they ever met a man who still remembered how to think with his fists and his fire instead of flicking through recycled posts. Small minds, small hearts, small whimpering lives. The world is too big for them, so they shrink it until they call it fair. And they still lose. Yeah, absolutely. And what was that in response to? Oh yeah, this guy just accusing him of being AI generated. I mean, it is amazing. It is amazing what Craig has produced, like literally phenomenal, but like a genius at work, almost sort of like Good Will Hunting, really. Just incredible is what we're witnessing. Incredible. And Casey has said here, OKX delisting while holding one of the most significant amounts of BSV on their books. Bullshit AF, absolutely. Absolutely. Right, let's get on to people waking up here. Check this out. So Susanna Reeve said, we've suddenly found all of this money to defend Ukraine. Where was the money when the government came into power saying there was a £22 billion black hole and we need to take money away from pensioners to fill it? Yeah, exactly. Where was it? You know, and where's it come from? And check this out. People wake, somebody with balls, someone had to say it. And look at that, all this funding of these foreign countries, and yet they can't afford to look over their own. Look after their own. It's such a load.
Bronx should do the same thing. I mean, I'm sure the South Bronx must be feeling about the economy. Hey, maybe North Carolina should rename itself Israel so it'll get $20 billion in aid. Or maybe Ukraine so it can get $300 billion in aid. Maybe the South Bronx should do the same thing. I mean, I'm sure the economy is great for smug liberals like yourself who make $5 million and are worth $5 million. I'm sure the economy must be great for all you smug journalists, economists. All of you must be having a great time with the economy.
He goes on about it. But people are waking up. They're getting mad, as they should be, because they're starting to realize how corrupt everything is. It's absolutely nuts. And I can't remember if I put it on there. So Orange Gateway said, these buy-wicks are getting out of control on BSV USD chart. The order book is thin. Don't push this too far. It says buy BSV with a USD, Euro, GBP bank transfer on Orange Gateway. Look at the chart they just explained. They just showed there. Whoa, a buy wick. Like, what on earth happened there? What on earth happened there? Maybe it's just on their exchange, but I think they actually get their charts from Trading View. So I might double check that one to see if that's actually on Trading View. Yeah, but it's amazing to see what's going on at the moment. Check this out there. So this was regarding Virginia Giuffre. So they said here on March 31st, 2025, an Instagram post, Giuffre stated that her car collided with a bus traveling at 70 miles per hour. resulting in her going into a renal failure. Giuffre said she had been given 4 days to live. Her family later said in a statement that the police were called, but said that there was nothing, there was no one available to come to the scene. No one available to come to the scene. Like, what the hell? And Giuffre, who was banged up and bruised, was subsequently taken to hospital as her condition deteriorated. According to her family, Giuffre died by suicide at her home in near Gabby, Western Australia, on April 25th. At the time of her death, she was in a custody battle for her 3 children with Robert Giuffre, with whom she was undergoing a divorce. And again, they're trying to make it sound like there might be other external factors involved in this. If you are this is a classic hit job by the cabal. Car accident and all this, car accidents, plane crashes, you name it, they do all of it, and then they cover it up with the use of the mainstream media. Right, check this out. Some 365 days of Bitcoin history. We are now at the 27th of April. And check this out. So on the 27th of April, 1961, was when JFK did his president and the press speech. I mean, this is well worth listening to. Well worth listening to, and it's only a couple of minutes. Let's see if we can actually have a listen to it. Here we go. There we go.
But they had what's called a Market Segment Specialization Program, or MSSP. They would take different market segments.
Here we go. See if we can play this one. Oh, no way. They're not letting it play.
Segments.
They're not letting
like
it play.
Ministers.
Can you believe it?
And try to figure out
unbelievable.
how much money we're underreporting. Let's take beauticians, for example.
That is shocking. That is shocking. But anyway, so that was the president's speech where he said, if you're waiting, a signal of clear and present danger, he said the danger has never been more clear. It was but he basically outlined everything that's going on in today's world. It was a fascinating speech. Shame we can't play it, really. On the 27th of April 2011, this is when Gavin sent an email saying he will visit the CIA email. He sent this to Satoshi Nakamoto, and they reckon that's why he disappeared afterwards. But, here we go. So he said 27th of April 2011. I want to get this out in person because it's kind of the thing that will generate conspiracy theories. I'm going to give a presentation about Bitcoin at the CIA headquarters. So again, they were in on it in 2011. And again, that's when they got their deep state technical team on it, to come up with SegWit to, destroy it. So presentation about Bitcoin at CIA headquarters in June and emerge at Emerging Technology Conference for the US intelligence community. I accepted the invitation to speak because the fact that I was invited means Bitcoin is already on their radar. Yeah, already on their radar in 2011. And I think it might be a good chance to talk about why I think Bitcoin will make the world a better place. I think the goals of this project are to create a better currency, create a more competitive and efficient international payment system, and give people more direct control over their finances. And I don't think any of those goals are incompatible with the goals of the government. Oh, little did he know what the government is really like back then. Jeepers. He said, I'm only very slightly worried that talking about Bitcoin at the CIA will increase the chances that they will try to do something we don't want to do. I think accepting their invitation and being open about exactly what Bitcoin is will make it less likely they'll see it as a threat. Well, that's because he didn't know what the CIA was really about, did he? P.S. Full disclosure, I'll be paid a one-time fee of $3,000 to cover expenses and pay me for my time. I don't want any, Gavin is on the CIA's payroll rumors, to get started either. As always, comments and questions and discussions welcome. I'd really rather not hear any conspiracy theories about how they'll secretly implant a mind control chip in my head while they're there, though. Yeah, but they might not have implanted a mind control chip, but they certainly got the deep state on you to drive you out with pitchforks so that they could take over the project. He had no idea what he was getting involved in back then. Poor guy, he had no idea. He knows now, though, because he's experienced it firsthand. Jeepers. Yeah, so that's what was going on then. Right, let's just check this. So that is a 25-minute show. We'll leave it there. I hope you enjoyed it. So as ever, if you enjoyed these updates, please ding your donations for your appreciation to either Satoshi@Semba.com, Handcash.io, Rockwallet.me, Simply.cash, Relasia.com, or Senti.ch. We'll leave it there. I hope you enjoyed it. As ever, be aware, take care, stay safe out there, and we'll see you in the next one.
The king still has one more move.